This is a pitch of my idea for my game to you, but what is my duck game? My duck game is going to be a semi-open world roguelike inspired by titles such as Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. You will be tasked with exploring through randomly generated worlds destroyed by a big bad evil guy. You'll have to use different weapons and upgrades you will find within the runs to defeat enemies that are spread around. Then you'll find dungeons which will hold the classic dungeon crawler roguelike gameplay, similar to Enter the Gungeon and The Binding of Isaac. Beak Digging Dungeon will also give you a special ability for you to use. There will be a dungeon in the centre of the world which you can go to at any point to beat and try and kill the final boss and beat the run. However, if you haven't beat any of the other dungeons, the boss or dungeon will be stronger. I think I'm leaning towards boss more at the moment, so if you haven't beaten them there will be more phases to the boss fight. The player and the game will be top down, so it will have just simple WASD movement combined with attacking in the last direction that you moved. This is because I want the controls to be simple, but the gameplay and the runs itself to be the complicated part. So the complicated part will be exploring and finding different builds to figure out how to beat more bosses, or the bosses easier and less likely for you to die. Any questions? No? This is a video. Who is the target audience? You are. I want to target as many types of roguelike players as possible, that being either the more casual type or the more hardcore types. The way I plan to do this is by having a set difficulty similar to Terraria, which you'll be able to choose at the start of each run. Money. Buy it. Localization. I plan to have as little words, like actual word text as possible, instead doing it just from icons, because that will be easier to have translations of, as I will not need to translate them at all really, because there's no proper language used, which will then save on money. Leave your feedback in the comments. Thank you for your time, and I will try to answer all the comments about the game.